just
Okay. I get to start trying to up my swords now. Oops, wrong button.
What it sounds like with me playing music, talking to you all.
Stop it.
It's a little echoey.
Oh, that's yeah, I can hear us saying stuff. Yeah, that was us. That was a recording of us.
not one. No persuasion for the old guy.
He doesn't get to roll stats. He gets to talk about movie stuff.
Is that what I sound like?
Damn, I'm hilarious.
If I sounded like that the whole time?
Animism.
I hate the way I sound when it's those things. It's so hard to rewatch sessions.
I still like to rewatch. I have that bit snipped on my YouTube where it's when we were in hell and me, Lex, and Owen started drumming and you didn't notice, and then you look back to the camera and we're all drumming along with the background music. Top 10 D&D moments in my life.
So good.
Those are the things that like are my favorite about RE games, though.
Those little like unspoken moments.
Mm-hmm. So I try to tell people when I try to talk to them about D&D.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
It's almost like it almost becomes like an appeal for people to start like just role playing the super minor stuff. Like there was even another one of my favorite bits was back when we started. Was it Storm Kings? No, it was back when we started Dragonlands.
Mines of Endeavor?
No, it was me and other Sean because we were in the bar and there were those things flying around and we couldn't hit them, and so it was the two of us like whiffing constantly on these bugs, and just little moments like that.
Moments like that, yeah. You never forget those things. So if we were to provide just a little bit of recap of where we're at, we've kind of come full circle. I won't go into super details since we're kind of doing a shorter session to try to get us in, and but the group has seen the ascendance of Khalid to the status of Anansi. He has gone off with his family to go see the sky gods. The whole group's goal is to like leave at one point to leave the commune of Soloola and head to Daru because there's a lot of unfinished business in Daru. Makeda is concerned that the people there, the storytellers there, are still losing life, losing power, losing magic, based on the curse of the curse that Khalid put in place. Khalid has now given Makeda this way as a scholar to possibly set things right. At the same time, they've killed this Groot slaying, and so to collect money and find out more information, they would need to go talk to the queen. So there's a lot of reasons to lead them to Daru, but they've also have in the back of their mind, or at least in the back of their colleague Jumbi's mind, is what is going on with these witches. He's constantly been talking about these witches this entire time, and of course the moment they leave Soloola, a child is kidnapped, taken effortlessly into the swamps, back into a place that they are probably sick of being, where they decide begrudgingly they must save this life, but to go and to find this child and bring it back.
It's a baby. What are we going to do? Say no to a baby?
And so they head off, and after a few hours of tracking, they find themselves in a very similar area on the backside, coming in just slightly in a different direction, but the same ruins, those ruins of possibly an old town, an old city, maybe part of the empire, maybe it was a temple of some type back in the day, those ruins that jut out like fingers amongst the decrepit and silent swamp, the fog of the swamp, but also around those ruins, those massive trees that they are very accustomed to. They know that in some off direction, there's that spot of the trees very far away where they came to that encircled area where they found large giant bones and they found that one statue in the center. They're not there, but they're in that similar area. And in this place, they start to see like what appear to be little shadowy figures dancing amongst or moving silently from tree to tree. And then they see this massive one of them hiding behind one of the trees. And so I believe it was Kazan who rushed in and to find this figure and found nothing, and then quickly who also rushed in behind him was Makeda, and shortly thereafter was also Jumbi, and they don't find anything behind the tree. They saw the figure hiding behind the tree, but when they get there, nothing's there, and suddenly they see these little red eyes peering them from the dark, and then they feel the earth shudder as the roots unearth themselves. The tree that they were standing standing next to is now contorting and becoming this humanoid treant, this treekin that is moving, and from within it's dry and kind of like damp bark. These yellow human eyes are appearing all over it, and I believe it had knocked over Kazan, if I'm not mistaken, was going to like try to step on him, and that is where we ended the session. And they also, so to also get a little more context to these ruins, you remember that you're in a part of these ruins, but like farther into the ruins, deeper into where the ruins are, this is the same place that you camped out with Mloch Deer that one night, and it's the same place that you had the vivid, strange, like nightmarish dreams of the witches being around you. It is the place where Jumbi he probably knows exactly where that spot is, where he unearthed this little spot in the ruin that was a hole in the ground that led to a structure, a half-flooded, submersed dungeon of some type. And so the group, kind of all that said, knows where they're at, and therefore they know that the powers here are sinister, and now they are facing one of those. Whether this is directly controlled by the witches, we don't know, or if this creature is just part of this cursed part of the swamp. Whatever it is, the danger is real, and they are here to survive it in this moment. Does anybody want to add anything to that? Because that's where we'll be starting. Let me turn off this fan.
Forgot the giant pile of gold that was hiding behind the tree.
Should be plenty of that later.
Miss every shot you don't take.
There you go. Right?
One day there's going to be a random pile of gold.
One day there's going to be a random
something.
pile of gold somewhere for you to take. So yeah, I think that's where we are at. Let's see here.
Which one of these trees is the big evil one?
So as this thing contorts and knocks over our buddy there.
Oh yeah, I was knocked prone.
Oh, it was Makeda who was knocked prone. It was not.
Yeah, it was about to stomp on me. It was about to
yes,
stomp on me.
it was Makeda.
That's funny because I was lying there like so pissed.
Knocking me over.
No, I was lying there pissed. In the mud.
Alright.
That thing looks dope though.
Yeah, it does look cool. I like all the eyes all over it.
Yeah. It's like evil Mother Willow from Pocahontas. Mother Willow if she had enough.
Hopple and slashing.
And then we've got, not too far away, our wizard there. So what I will go ahead and do, we are already recording. I've kind of given a recap. I'll kind of even just choose that just for us to jump right in. But this tree is like I said, contorting and writhing, and its leg is lifting up to step on Makeda, who's just gone down. I am going to go ahead and give us a fresh deck of dealt of cards on alchemy, and let's see what it does. It gives us Kazan going first, followed by the Cursed Hollow, followed by Ashton, followed by Jumbi, who's not here, so he's in the flitter. So then Makeda, and then the ferocity, the next attack of the tree itself. So not too bad of an order, other than it gets to go next in the round, but having 2 ferocity in terms of how you all kind of assessing that in terms of how slow it's moving, but realizing that it's still moving quick enough to have 2 actions in this short amount of seconds, and maybe 10 seconds. Eyes all over it, looking everywhere, seeming to be able to spot every which way you're coming from, but you standing your ground there. Kazan, you are up. What do you want to do?
I am going to. I'm gonna bust out double wield and then hit him with my secondary hammer.
You got it, sir.
Oh, the big. So I missed. Okay.
So first swing, you like. First one is missed.
Is that 2 swings on the first turn?
No, yeah, you get them you get them together, right, back to back. Remember, one of them. I think the second one at Bane, or no?
Yes. So I still can make that first regular attack, right? Because I haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah, then you get your first regular attack. So
Cool.
What'd you do? You did the Bane one first, or what'd you do?
I did Bane one first because I thought that just activating a spell was my action.
What spell did you activate?
The double wield one?
Oh no. That's a willpower. That's not a spell. So double wield is just so as long as you're spending the willpower, that doesn't count as an action.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Then okay. I will have to push my first attack.
Is that music affecting anybody? Is it too loud? Okay, cool. Imagine it's like because coming into my room, it's probably not going directly to you all. So.
All right. So I pushed my first attack and that one passed.
I think that's what Cheryl was saying. Send it to you all, turn it down, and then like I won't hear it. But then how would I do that? No, I'll do that.
That's 6 damage.
Does anybody hear that? No. I'm gonna leave it as is. Okay, so 6 damage.
Bludgeoning.
Okay. So you swing that hammer as hard as you can, and you feel it like, it's almost like you literally are hitting bark with a hammer. And so while some of it splinters, pieces of the bark crack off, there's a bit of moisture, and then not only is that, but the bark is also soaked and is almost like stronger in that way. You do 3 points of damage.
Only that much.
I'm done.
So the thing doesn't even really react to that as it continues to move very slowly, craning its head and its limbs looming over you. It will make its attack. Oh no! Of course, wow! I didn't put out any dice, but I have some digital ones. Oh, that's not good. So let's see.
Speaking as the person laying on her back in the mud under this thing, hearing you say that is not comforting.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, loud exhaust guy, for punctuating this moment.
The treekin gathers all of its strength and slams its thickest branch, which is like the foot branch, against its victim. They suffer 2d10 bludgeoning damage and are knocked down. You're already knocked down.
And I get up again.
I am not going to use I'm going to tell you above, because you guys are only 3 players. I'm not going to use the extra d6 damage that I should do for you being prone. So she's going to take
the 2d10 can very well kill me. So.
Yeah, I'm just going to do the 2d10. 14 damage to Makeda.
Oh, I'm alive, barely. I have 2 hit points.
So it kind of crushes down on her, and the only thing that saves you, Makeda, is you feel yourself what should just splat you into oblivion, you feel like the earth is so soft that the roots are like pushing against you and like smothering you, and so it just keeps you from being crushed, but you're like kind of like in an imprint, and you can feel the vines on this thing kind of smothering, and then the damage though comes from like the way it rakes its leg against, it drags its foot, and all of that like scrapes and drags against your body, and as it drags away, Kazan, you look down and you see her like lying in that wet earth, all like scraped up by roots and vines and thorns, but she gasps and still alive. The creature's turn is done as Ashton is up.
Gramps, kill it.
Get it, Grample.
Set it afire.
What the fuck is that? I imagine Ashton doesn't go into the floater, he just kind of sleepwalks places.
Yeah.
Fireball.
There it is. All right.
Fireball.
7.
7 to set's a
Ah,
success.
shit, I need to open my spell list. One moment.
Yeah, we're all rusty right now. We're all like, I'm like, I actually need dice for this game. Where are they at?
I should have ranked up the fireball. Hindsight 2020.
Are you, hopefully, Ohan, you're ready for tomorrow as you're like leading a new cult. I feel like for Alien.
I know. I almost wanted to forget that I even like did that to the story.
I gotta send out a recap.
I gotta follow through.
Max damage 12 fire damage.
12 fire damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
It also sets flammable objects on fire.
Okay. So he is. All right, so you did 12 damage. It says, I'm going to just take rules as written. It says double fire damage. It doesn't say double dice. So you're going to do 24 fire damage to the creature. Because he's vulnerable to fire. So whereas it was super resistant to the hammer that Kazan just hit it, he just took twice as much damage on that. So now here's the thing. I have this thing is like lives in the swamp. It's a tree that is very much rooted in water, and so what I'm going to rule is that while it is flammable, it catches on fire, like it goes up full fire, but it will burn for one more round. So because they don't necessarily they say things catch on fire that are flammable, so I'll say the tree catches on fire, and I think that rule is typically used for like things like objects, not necessarily for inanimate objects. So I'll give you that it will burn one more round, and so next round I'll give you just as like an extra half the normal damage. Well, it will still be doubled, but half what you would normally roll for fireball. You can roll that next round. Yep, and then it will take that damage doubled as well, and then the fire will go out because it's just naturally so much water in the roots and things like that. But so this whole entire tree is literally lit up, this giant burning bush, and you hear this calling as all these like ravens and crows flutter out of its dead branches and start to like kind of fly and hover around it. Okay.
I'm gonna run off.
So it's definitely taking some damage there. Still looking strong though. Let's see who is next. For skipping Jumbi, it would be Makeda.
I'm also hiding behind that ledge.
Okay, like maybe over here.
Okay,
Like further away from it, because it looks like I can go behind.
Oh, behind, yeah, going completely behind the ledge. Okay.
in a trench. Granddad back in the trenches.
Yeah, he's back behind.
Everybody's about to get some flashbacks.
It's not pressing me actively into him.
No, it has already stomped on you and moved its foot, so you are free to
So now
get up and yeah, you're just like laying on the ground like you're like that like Looney Tunes.
Like Loki when he's been flung around by Hulk.
Yes.
Well, I'm down to 2 hit points, so I'm going to start to scramble out of the mud while, bleeding from one ear and one nostril, and I'm gonna pray to Eshu and the gods of life, please heal me. Usually Makeda would have a longer and better phrased prayer, but right now her prayer is just like, please.
So you are using you're using the healing prayer?
Yeah, I'm using the healing. Let me see what the description is from my sheets. I am using the gods of spirit and life. So I'm going to do my prayer roll, and if I get it, then I'll get 3d6 hit points.
And if you get a demon, then a different god potentially answers.
Well, I didn't get a demon. It also didn't succeed.
Okay, you can push if you wish, or...
I will push.
Fear.
Same thing. Yes, I'll take fear. Same thing.
Okay.
Well, and then I scramble away as far away as I can.
All right. So you're trying to run away
from power of prayer, just to be like, I'm gonna see what happens if I don't answer it first.
The power of skedaddling out of there. Can you back out? Yeah, perfect, right there.
Right here, behind that ruin.
Coughing up blood as I
now,
go.
I wonder, do monsters do take opportunity of attack, I believe, but let me free attack.
But I'm so hurt and it's so large.
I know. Let me see.
I'm just a little guy.
Melee, free attack. Standing within 2 meters of an enemy, voluntary move away. You must make. Oh, so here's how it works. Yeah, I remember. So this is how it works in Dragonbane. When you move away from the creature, you have to give me an evade check. If you make the evade roll, then, and this doesn't count. The roll does not count. It does not count as an action. But if you fail, the enemy immediately gets to perform any additional melee attack against you.
So if I'm successful, I'm golden.
A monster that gets a free attack performs
fucked.
a monster attack, which also may affect other players. So so if you fail this, then the monster will get an automatic random attack, which could affect other players because it could be one of its area effects.
Well, do I want to do that?
So if you get the evade, then you're free. You're just free to move away, and the monster gets nothing.
Okay, I'll try for the evade. If I don't hate me, Ohan.
And you can push. You can push the evade as well.
Oh, hit you, Cheryl. Don't worry about that.
Damn it! That is the third 17.
My god.
My 2 prayer checks were a 17. This was also a 17.
Do you want to push and take another condition? What's the next condition?
Yes. Next condition, disheartened.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Okay, we're good. Evade. Outie. Out of 5,000.
All right, so you got it.
I disappear into the mud.
And what was the condition you took?
I like Predator.
I took frightened.
Frightened. Okay.
And disheartened.
Disheartened. All right. So when you say frightened, you mean scared. Okay, so yeah, willpower scared. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Yep. So as that happens, then it's time for it to make another. All right, this time it is going to. It did crushing blow, so that it will turn to Kazan. Hang them high. The tree can extends a long branch and wraps it around the opponent's neck. Jesus. So one of the vines reaps down and grabs at Kazan. Now, it looks like this. You can use an evade if you have it, but you've already gone, so you don't have the action for the evade unless you've got fast footwork. And so it will.
I just have defensive.
You have defensive, so this can't be necessary.
No.
This can't be parried.
Okay.
Yeah, this can't be parried. So wraps its
I
vine.
don't need that shield and that special ability to do it.
Wraps its vine around the victim's neck and inflicts 2d6 bludgeoning damage and an additional 2d6 whenever the victim's turn. The victim cannot move, cannot perform actions, and requires. Except only thing they can do is try to break free, which requires a strength roll with a Bane action. Others can help though. So
I'm gonna kill Sean. I blame him. This is his fault.
I also blame Sean.
He did this onto us on purpose.
So there will be 8 points. No, 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and Kazan is hanging from one of the tree's limbs.
9 points.
9 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, so then that gives I'm wearing leather, so that's good for me then. Yeah, that's one extra point.
Yep, extra point.
And 7 points. Okay.
And then it will march forward to about there.
Shit. Yeah, her old man cheeks.
Yeah. So now it sees it like basically spots these two moving forward, but that's the end of its turn. We start a new round. Kazan, you're up. It's almost the same round again this time. Yeah, it's almost the same round. Kazan, followed by the creature, followed by Ashton, followed by Makeda, followed by Ferocity.
Am I making a Bane strength check to get out?
Yes.
Is that to get out, or is that just to survive?
It's just to break free and get out of this thing. Yeah.
I rolled a demon.
Oh no! Oh no! So it tightens its kind of grip, and it starts to. I imagine what I see is like as one of the vine, like its clawed hand, almost like a puppet. The vine came down and grabbed you by the neck, so it looks like it's holding Kazan like a puppet on a string. But now with the demon, it's like brought him into the clutches of the hard branches, and so now it's like grabbing and crushing on him.
I blame Sean.
Oh my goodness.
What kind of roll was that? What kind of roll was that, Malcolm, so I can mark it?
For you to did you got a demon on? It would have been strength. Did you roll on strength? Yeah.
Yeah, I did roll. Oh, I can't put that on anyway. All right.
Yeah, so strength, you can choose one of your. Basically, you roll a demon, so you can choose one of your like strength-based melee, hammer, whatever, to check for it into the game.
Awesome. Okay.
Yep. Provided you survive this. So let's see.
Dude, I thought it was guaranteed.
So then the creature. Oh, and it says, so at the beginning of your turn, you take another 2d6. Oh, it's ruthless. Yeah, this was so meant for Sean to be here. Like, so you will take now, before it goes again, 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Not fair.
Ooh.
And then
8 points. Okay, so then that means I take 6 points.
What are you at for hit points?
I'm about to find out.
So
Okay.
well, this
I'm getting there. I'm okay.
this next move is bad, but it's also slightly lucky for you because it releases you from its grip. As the creature is like now holding and crushing on Kazan, it then takes him up and away is the name of the move as the creature hurls its victim 2d8 meters.
Oh God, I thought I was being. Yeah, I am being released. Thank you.
You are
Possibly.
So it spins and throws you
are
that
being
way
released. Please do not
towards
resist.
a tree. 2d8.
I get the sense that this tree doesn't like us.
No.
You
Yeah.
see that sense.
I have a feeling for these things. I'm an empath.
So it throws you about 30 feet into a tree and
Malcolm, look, you're making Megatron sad with this.
I'm sorry.
He's a big fan of Kazan. He's a big fan of Kazan.
Not only did he throw you into a tree, he threw you into another tree person.
No!
Oh, you know what, Jameson?
Don't
I
give
don't
him
like your
ideas.
ideas right now. I do not appreciate your ideas right now. I don't know what kind of school you're at, but you're not saving lives.
Hyena lives. The only
Hey.
lives that matter.
I read the Corman Oath that I gotta take when I graduate. It doesn't say anything about not doing any harm. It said not doing harm.
15
Right.
points of bludgeoning damage and Kazan is prone.
8 points, you said?
15.
Oh, I'm down.
No!
Oh god.
Should I
Creature.
text message Sean and be like, this is your fault?
Ashton
Then
is
Sean,
up.
Tell the people on your call that an earthquake just happened. Like,
I'm casting this fireball.
Yeah.
Level 3.
Ooh.
fireball.
So we got Makeda right here. We've got a downed Kazan next to a tree. We've got our old man peeking over and about to cast a fireball.
I rolled a 2.
Save us, Grandpa, save us.
1.
2.
I couldn't that
And remember, it's still burning. So while I'll be nice, and because I should have gave Kazan some burning damage, but I won't. But yeah, it's burning still, so it gets to burn this round, and you're gonna burn it again. So yeah, go ahead and give me that. So you'll get half the original damage plus whatever this new damage is at the upcast level, and then double that because it's vulnerable.
I rolled 2 5s and 2 4s.
No wonder this old man thinks he's better than everybody else.
Well, he kind of is.
So for this first attack, that'll be 18.
Jeez.
Or for the actual fireball that I just cast.
Yep. So 18.
And then for the passive burn from the previous one, that'll just be 2.
Okay. Okay, the passive was only 2 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So
Okay.
30. Okay, so that's a lot of damage. So it's like 48 points. So the creature starts to writhe, and as slow as it's moving, like some of from the fire, you can hear these kind of like, and you realize some of the eyeballs are burning, and they're like popping. And they're kind of white milk, kind of splashing out as they make these kind of weird popping sounds. And the tree is starting to wither, but still taking steps, and is now slowly turning towards where this magic is coming from and starting to march towards where the old man is. It is flashing red essentially, but still alive.
I'm just gonna flip it off.
One of us.
Makeda, you are up. I don't know if you're willing to risk anything from behind that wall, but
my question is, so with the prayer healing ability, it just says plus 3d6 hit points to you of one of your allies. Is that where would I need to be close enough to touch Kazan to
good
use
question.
that ability?
Because I thought you originally used it on yourself. You didn't use that on yourself? Is that?
I tried to. It didn't work.
Oh, you didn't. Got it. It didn't work. So, the way I look at that, these are kind of open interpretation because they are kind of like. Let me go to that. It's in the character creation, so it's under. Oh, actually, it's under your character because I put it on there. So it would be. Let's see. Under Makeda. Or maybe I haven't yet. Okay. Then maybe under handbook, under character, under cleric or priest. So domain of the gods. And then you're the spirits of, what is it called? Spirit of healing?
Spirits of life and
healing. Yeah, so God. So
yeah.
Examples of, okay, so
healing and fertility.
3d6 to 1. Yeah, so no. I don't think you need to touch them. I think this is like a benevolent. You are praying, and that God will answer that call wherever you're at.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And okay, I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna peek around and see that Kazan is in the mud and not moving. And I'm gonna pray that they heal Kazan. Please, God.
Let me hear you singing. Oh God, just let me die.
Oh, just barely succeeded.
Nice.
Which is what we love to hear about all prayers, you know. Okay, 3d6 coming your way. Oh, hell yes. 13.
13. That's pretty good.
13.
So you feel a light. So unless you have, do you have a way that you see Eshu, or you want to leave that to me to what you see, or how that healing?
Because I know it's technically her little spirits, but sort of, at least I conceptualize healing as being part of Eshu's prayer. Is it being her putting a little cat paw on the scales of life and tipping things back in the right direction, you know?
Yeah. And so with that, yeah, you just feel the life kind of surging into you, Kazan, as you kind of wake back up. And maybe you feel like you don't see it, you never see it, but you feel the little paw like touch your forehead, and then like you snap out of it, and you feel just kind of a surge of life in you, and some of your wounds, not all of them, have kind of healed or starting to close up.
Makeda's peering over the wall towards you. You see her just stick up a thumbs up.
I'm just like trying to figure out like what hit me on the head. It's like, I see you, and I'm like,
Little cat paw.
yeah.
So as this is happening, the creature kind of marches forward and like steps just a few steps just to get on top of the mound and look down on the old man who has attacked it and burned it and blackened its bark. And with a spear thrust, the creature shapes its long branch hands into a spear and thrusts it into Ashton for 12 points of piercing damage. And then pulls it out. I imagine he's still alive. I know Ashton has more hit points than 12. It's the first time being hit. And then we're at the top of the round again. This time with the Cursed Hollow going again. So it's just stabbed Ashton. And now it suddenly all those, like, as the fire goes out of it, and it's like fire's starting to peter out. It's kind of starting to like pitter patter rain. You hear the call of those ravens swirling around. Those ravens begin to descend anywhere 30 feet around the creature. So it backs away after stabbing Ashton. And 30 feet around, which should get Makeda in there and Ashton, but not Kazan. Those crows or those ravens descend on Makeda and Ashton and start to peck away, looking for your eyes, scratching wherever they can. The swarm of birds swoops down, and all opponents within 30 feet suffer D8 damage. Let's see. Roll for that. So each of you will take. Actually, I guess they should be rolled separately. No, we'll just roll them. 3 points of piercing damage for each of you, and then you also.
I'm down.
Ooh, Jesus!
3 points of. Oh shit! I forgot. I got armor now.
Yeah, you have armor. That's 3 points. Even with your armor, you're down, Makeda.
My armor rating's only 1, so I would have taken 11 from the last one.
Yes, Makeda, did you're down even with your armor as well?
Yeah, even with my armor, I'm still down because I only had 2 hit points. So even with my 1 reduction of armor.
All right.
Well, what
now,
about the previous damage?
Huh?
What about your previous damage?
What do you mean?
Did you apply your armor then?
Oh, no, I didn't.
yeah. So apply your armor. So I'm
down to 1 hit point.
1 hit point.
That's enough.
You also, because you're swatting away these swarm of birds, the victims also lose their turn if it hasn't already passed already.
And this is the top of the round.
It's the top of the round. It's ruthless. I know. But he's hurt. But yeah, so Makeda would lose her turn, followed by Ashton, which means Kazan would need to do something before the next creatures, before the next time.
Wait, what?
Because if I think that Ashton's about to lose his turn too, so Kazan, it's on you to stand up and save the day here if you can.
Do something.
With the hammers.
Because while they don't, that move doesn't do a lot of damage. It basically just removes their turns from this round.
Yeah. I like want to use my foot and tinder to like climb on him.
Yeah, like when are we?
Again.
Does it still take half the fire damage from my last attack?
Yes, it will. So you can give it the on. I guess that should be something that happens on its turn and not yours. So yeah, you want to go ahead and give me the. Because remember, it's half the dice, but it's still double the damage. So
that'll be 7.
7. All right, so it takes another 7. Ooh,
And
okay.
it's no longer on fire.
It is still so it's no longer on fire. So what you see to try to set the scene here, I think for Kazan is both of your friends swatting away all these ravens, and by the time they do, they look haggard, they look scratched up, they look like they don't have a moment. Ashton is too distracted to cast a spell. Makeda's hunkered down trying to stay under those ruins, and now this thing turns to you with only a few eyes left on it, and its bark is burned black. It's lost a lot of the bark, so it looks a little bit more emaciated, a little bit more, it looks more like a giant skeletal, vine-like structure, but it is looming and it is moving towards you, about to collapse at any moment. But you do know if it gets a strike off, you could go down just as easily next.
All right.
What do you do?
I still have my dual wield up, so I'm gonna be using that. Okay, the first one.
So you're rushing in to do dual strike?
Yeah.
Both meet.
Okay, the first one is a pass. I'm gonna do the second one too, so I can just roll them all at the same time.
Yep.
I got I rolled a dragon for the second attack.
Of
Yay!
course you did.
What?
I'm just
What
I
are you
believe you.
You don't believe me? I'll take a picture.
You are the lucky. I don't know what set of dice you have. I think you roll more dragons than anybody in this entire game.
It's the
It's the dragon dice. It's the dragon bane dice. So they must be lucky
There
for
you
you.
go. That's why you gotta use them.
And I use this too, so if anybody's curious.
Yeah. So I imagine like slow motion 300 leap with these hammers. Now remember, this thing is resistance to your
Yes.
damage. So you got to hope that whatever damage you do halved is still going to do the job.
All right.
Do
Well,
it.
I mean, all right. Well, I'm gonna try.
Ashen has done a shit ton of damage for you on the front end.
Knock out the park.
I should have upcast that first fireball.
No, we didn't know
I
then. We didn't
I
know then
already
how this
rolled.
would go. Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
16 damage. That's the regular attack damage,
That's-
actually.
So 8 points with 57.
Well, that's without the dragon though.
Oh, without the dragon. So then, well, the dragon means you double the dice.
The second.
So did you roll more dice for your dragon? Because the whatever strike hit with a dragon would have doubled those dice.
That was the first
Okay,
attack.
so
That
then,
was the first
I
attack.
would just need to roll one more time.
Okay, go for it. And then that, yep.
10 more.
10 more. Okay, yeah, that's going to do it. So
Yay!
that's going to be enough, not to be anticlimactic, but that's
Yes,
going to be enough to
yes,
kill
yes.
this thing. So
That'll do, pig.
how do
That'll
you,
do.
so I imagine with all the like one of the last eyes on it where maybe you're placing that in like in
I
a
just,
deadly
you know,
spot.
'cause it's all burned up and such, I'd be looking for some weak spots in its armor, and I would just try and go for that. So, like, if I see, like, a weak spot in, like, one of its femur bones, like, in the middle, I would go and just crush that
I imagine as
spot.
you go for that femur, it swings down, and you're able to leap up onto its hand, and you realize that there's one of the eyes, the weak points that hasn't burst of all the eyes, is open right towards the top, right towards the head. That amber connects, bursting it into like the pustule of like white milk, causing it to scream out 1,000 screams as you start to hear the entire like a giant tree falling. It collapses over. The tree is down.
And I'm just cackling like a hyena. while running to McKenna to make sure she's okay, and then looking to see if Ashton is okay.
Suddenly, what emerges these big, yes.
No.
No, I don't have my headphones on. I don't. My headphones aren't working tonight. Okay, 1 second, guys. Give me a second.
Hi, Jen.
Hi, happy birthday.
Damn, so much for going over to piss on the End's corpse.
Just give it an extra couple of minutes.
Yeah, we don't know what the other guy's here for. He could come here to help us piss on his head.
Hey, that's Ashton's thing. If he takes a shitload of damage from anything, as soon as he kills that enemy, he's pissing on the corpse every time.
And so you see these other creatures start to come into view, stepping out of the forest. These other humanoid, and as they approach, you can see that like those little weird spirits that you saw, these like dark shadowy spirits, are like kind of riding them with those red eyes. But as the main tree dies and goes down, their eyes kind of go from red, they kind of blink out to like more of just like they're not as like crimson anymore. And instead of what it seems to be like a moment where they may attack, they kind of turn away and proceed back into the forest. These sprites controlling these creatures seem to have no desire to fight you all as they disappear.
Chill. Same, bro.
And I'll turn it over to you as like the moment clears, the creature's body still laying there in the wet earth, or the tree-like creature, and it starts to dry up and become just like dead bark.
Can I take like a finger or piece that I can possibly one day sculpt into a weapon?
Absolutely.
Can I limp up to it? Can I limp up to it and kick it?
Yeah, you may.
Yeah.
As
Ashton's gonna go over and piss out any flames that are on it.
Yeah, what's this new thing about Ashton now pisses on everything after it's killed? I didn't know about that in the past.
Only if he gets really hurt by it.
Got it.
You have to earn it.
You earn the pee.
And so, with you, can I give a bushcraft check for Kazan, the piece that you're breaking off, maybe to see how valuable that is or what it might be able to be used for? Basically, passing means you find like a strong piece of wood to be used, to maybe to be crafted to like the hilt of a hammer, maybe to be crafted into a staff of some type or spear. So yeah, you do find a strong piece of wood that you pull out of it. And you find that as you carve pieces out of it, though, what is strange is, as you know, when you cut wood and it splinters and it breaks, as you pull each piece, it's kind of like black ichor, almost like blood when you peel pieces off of this thing.
Okay, I'll have to like work on it slowly, I think. But very cool. I'll work on it slowly, I suppose.
Yeah, and once you get it like and clean it off, it kind of dries off, but it's just weird. It's almost like the creature had like this, like the sap is like blood, you know. It's probably similar to you've seen Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow of that tree when they cut it and it like bleeds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it living wood.
So, with that, you all kind of know you're in the covens, these witches' territory. Long ago, you lost sight of like any footprints or anything, but you do know, even with Jumbi being half flittered, or you know, for the sake of this, you know, we know that he knows where the opening is. So therefore, you all do. But this also gives us a moment to roleplay a bit, if the party chooses, to find out decide what their next direction is. But I would say that if Jumbi was there, let's imagine Jumbi's not like completely flittered, at least for this, like almost like for this story wise, he's pointing towards, or he's looking at a section of
His
the space
ghostly
which is
hand
down
lifts
here.
and points.
And so basically in this ruined structure is where he had went before. And basically there's I don't have a piece here, but there's a hole in the ground, right, where the rain is kind of pouring into in that old ruin that goes. There's no stairway, and you have to kind of drop down. It's probably a 8-foot drop onto some broken rubble into a very dark space. And if you shine a torchlight, you can see that down into that maybe 20 by 20 square
can we do
space.
A stretch rest? Can we do like a quick 15
Yeah. I'm just sharing what's there. There's a hallway left and right, like down and to the side. So you know where the dungeon is, you know what it is and all that. But then you can also have places to explore around it, where you've been and so forth. So you could do short rest or stretch rest. I'll turn over to you all.
We lost. Did we lose or did we gain someone? We lost.
We lost.
We lost.
There he is.
There he is.
Okay. Gotten back. Yeah, how do stretch rests work again? Those little 15-minute.
Yeah, if you do a 15-minute rest, it counts as. So the thing is, once you do it, you can't do another one until you take a long rest. So this would be a pivotal stretch rest. You will get a D6 of willpower back, and you will get a D6 of healing back, and you will clear one condition. If you use your signature item, you can clear 2 conditions, but we need a role play how you're using your signature item and why and what condition you're clearing with that. So you could clear up to 2 conditions and 1d6 of each willpower and 1d6 of health. If someone is, which I think no one came out of this unscathed, but typically if someone wants to help heal someone else, they can help and do 2d6 to that person, but they have to make a successful healing check, and usually they need bandages or salve or medicine or a medical kit to get.
And that's a stretch rest. Remind me again. Then short rest is
that is the same thing. There's no such thing as a short. It's just called a stretch rest, and then the only other rest would be called a shift rest, and that's a long rest. That's like 6 hours. So if you guys just camp out for the next 6 hours, that's all it is.
I don't know. Do we want to do that, y'all, or?
And then
we can use
if you have potions, if you have the magical healing ring, and you want to do a stretch, those things can also be used during the stretch rest. But
that's right. I do have a ring of healing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
What do we want?
The number.
Do you guys think long rest or short rest?
I have 7 charges. I can use it for us right now.
If we want to
it's just like a heal, right? Is that what that ring of healing is, Malcolm?
The ring of healing does. It basically allows you to cast treat wound, but you should know the number of charges you have left on.
I do. I just was curious on like.
And then you cast it using languages instead of because you don't have any magic. You just use your language ability, and if you succeed, then you were able to invoke the treat wound spell.
Language. Oh my god, my language is out of 4.
Oh my god. I think we've talked about how you might want to pass that ring off to someone else to attune to it.
I think I did, yeah. So if anybody wants to take it, it's pretty useless in my hands.
My languages.
But you can also start easily increasing your languages at the end of the game by rolling once and another thing.
Oh, by rolling and see if I get a dragon.
Just by roll. Because at the end of every game, if you just use one of your things on languages every turn, you just need a 5 or more. Then you'll just need a 6 or more.
You're right.
Yeah.
I've been using it for healing this time. I got my healing from like a 6 to a 10.
Yeah, so you can do the same thing.
I'll do that for my languages then.
Yeah.
Oui.
I'm using my inner peace ability, so I'm just gonna
short rest.
knock the fuck out for the entire stretch rest. But I get to heal 2d6 willpower and hit points total.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'll use my special item, my glasses. It'll be as one. Come on now. Okay, that's better at least. Well, yeah. Okay. As we're doing the stretch rest, Makeda takes off her red tinted glasses and kind of blinks around and looks around. She doesn't take them off really ever. So there's that moment of you've been wearing your sunglasses for so long that even in the shadowy swamp, she has to like blink and tries to find a clean portion of tunic underneath her quilted armor to wipe some of the mud off.
Mud
And
and yuck off.
Can I hand you like a dirty towel or something? Just trying to be helpful, but not at all.
thanks. She'll use it to kind of like brush some chunks of, like when sometimes when mud will have like a random chunk of rock in it, she'll use that to like, wipe off some mud from the wooden frames of the glasses.
Kaz is pretty honored that you have to help you with that.
Minimally improve my health.
I'm a 10. It's willpower 10.
It's just 1d6 of healing, right, Malcolm?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't suppose you would mind healing me also, because
You talking to me?
with your ring, does that work for other people, or is it just whoever wears the ring?
No, I'm pretty sure I can try it and heal anybody. Okay, I'll do it. Let's go.
Oh, with your never mind, with your core in.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in. What's your language at?
My language is at 14.
Oh my god. Dude, you should take this thing and heal us.
Snatch. Ring on.
Excellent.
That's 16.
Do I have to, is there like an attunement thing to this, or never mind, Gramps.
You need an hour to attune to it, but yeah.
Grants is passed out right now.
Okay, never mind, Gramps. Keeping the ring for now.
Yeah, he's in his meditative.
Oh, Abe, I need an hour to attune to it.
And he definitely snores during his meditative trance.
Snore.
That tries to convince you. Yes, he was indeed meditating, not napping.
Ah, that was nothing, please. Don't change the channel, I was watching that.
Yours 15 minutes goes by, and while it's very eerie, I imagine that it's a most uncomfortable rest, except for Ashton, who's completely meditated. I imagine that Makeda and Kazan are looking to and fro and into the darkness, just to make sure nothing is coming after you. But like I said, without incident, those 15 minutes passes, and you all are able to move forward. Unless there's anything that you talk about in that 15 minutes or share, otherwise, you're starting to gather your things and decide what the next steps are for your group.
I just tired and
Hurt.
I mean, I only have like 4 hit points, so
Wow, even with that rest, huh?
nah. I needed like something. I need a hotel.
Is there a reason why we're not doing a long rest here?
Yeah, that's why you tell me. Like, now here's the thing. Well, I think if that question was asked, maybe, I'm gonna say Jimby's still around. Just like Jimby brings up, like, I think all of you, without even awareness, I think the one thing that might be concerning is that same vibe that you got the last time you rested here. The negative vibes are stronger, and so do you feel like it's worth taking a long rest here, or is there the opportunity to, if you were going to take it, would you move maybe out of this area? Now that still takes more time, more travel, set up camp somewhere else. That also takes pitching a tent and everything, and really camping out again in the swamp. So a couple other reasons why maybe they haven't gone for the long rest. But yeah, seems like everyone's still hurting from their 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, because I don't think
sometimes
we
you have
want
to
to be
carry on,
tackling
right?
witches with anything less than full health.
Yeah, and it might not be a good idea to rest up right in front of their house.
Yeah, I was thinking because when Jimby first had that vision leading him over here, we were like over by Deer's kind of little grove of trees, right? Like
This is the same
we-
place. It's the same
this is the
ruins.
grove of trees
yeah.
right here.
Because you all, this is the same ruins now that like you've gotten past this tree. As you start to like move into the ruins, it's the same ruins that you camped out, same rooms that you did take a long rest in, that you slept in overnight. And from that, you all had those weird dreams, right? Like so, it feels the same way. It feels cursed. It feels ominous. You're just back in that area, so you have survived a long rest there without seeing any, harm to you. But yeah, but now this time is the second time you've been through here. You've been attacked by one of the tree creatures here. So
We can't afford to get attacked by another. Dang, do we almost? I would almost say that we need to pull back to someplace safe to rest a bit more. That really took it out of us. It took it out of.
if it helps, what I can show you
Maybe.
is
Yeah,
the map of.
that thing stomped on us.
It really,
Literally.
Yeah.
Some of us a couple more times than others.
It is.
But was that the sound you made as it threw you into a tree?
Yeah.
But
I'm glad it went down because, like, my idea, I was not sure about my idea about climbing on it and using tint and
So you all are here. These are the.
tinder to try to light it back
going
up.
full Pippin, just riding
Yeah.
on tree
So
Pretty
beard.
much.
you all are in these ruins right now.
Okay.
This is the space that you're in. This is where the tall dead trees are. This is where that statue is. Remember where you fought the skeletons? There's a whole nother. This is further apart into the swamp. The rest of this is like has never been explored. But it's like Groot slaying territory. You killed a Groot slaying. Oh, actually, this is where you like in the same
I
area
got
that you
an
proved
idea.
the Groot slaying. So yeah, you're just back in that. Actually, you killed the Groot slaying in this territory because Mlokdir took you here afterwards. So this is where you fought Groot slaying. This is where you fought skeletons. This is where you rested. This is where you found the access to this underground part of this temple or old structure.
What's
we
your
need to
idea,
go
James?
back to this- We need to go back to where the big ass skeletons are, so Jumpy can get some big ass skeletons of his own.
Oh yeah, now that were there more than the few that we picked up?
Yeah.
I don't think there were any more last time he checked. There were any more skeletons because they had all the ones that had died. Well, he had tried to take control of. He took control of 2. He sent 2 back, and then he killed the others. So he could raise the other couple. I see what Ashton is saying.
And then we go fight the witches with giant fucking skeletons on our side.
Here's the thing: the entryway probably won't fit the giant skeletons.
Damn it. We
Unless you-
widen the entryway.
Yeah, I'm not
They'll,
saying.
like, knock really hard and like bug the witches, you know.
It's a skeleton. It can contort.
Should take an arm off and just bring in the arm. And
Yeah, what if we break them down, kind of bundle them up,
Yeah,
shove
we-
the bundles through the hole, and then have him awaken them?
we could like reconstruct them inside like an IKEA furniture.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
I'll allow that if that's what they're going to try to do. Gather the skeleton parts.
Can you imagine all this arguing because we can't figure out how to
Here
put this
is the. I will say that each
Yeah,
one.
like,
I will say each skeleton itself. If Jumbi is now flittered, right? So you're talking about the group breaking down. I imagine. I'll just say this. I'll say one skeleton. Probably, if everyone took parts of that one skeleton, would probably fill up make them encumbered, so they can trudge back. So they have one big skeleton when Jumbi's here next time to put together, right, in the dungeon.
We are
Skeleton.
not surprising
So,
witches whatsoever.
Is this worth going for one skeleton? Is the question.
With
And
how
then
little
are they
big
going to rest? Are they going to
skeleton.
rest there, gather the
Or-
skeleton, and rest there, or?
Yeah, I think
I mean,
long
what happened to the
rest is
corpse
good.
of the Groot slaying? Can he just resurrect that thing?
He can't resurrect skeleton monsters. This Groot thing doesn't have much of a skeleton to begin with. He can't resurrect you can't. You can only resurrect humanoids basically by the rules of the skeleton thing. You can't just. Yeah. So that wouldn't be an option. The humanoids of the giants, that's an option for sure.
I just want a long rest. I don't care where we do it.
I can't imagine going into this place with 4 hit points left and being the forward.
Yeah,
person.
no, we need a long rest.
All right, so they're gonna go rest over in that section. They're gonna like travel over there. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay. As you travel, can I have a bushcraft? Who's leading of the group? Who's going to give us our bushcraft check to?
Bushcraft's 14.
Okay, so you probably seem to be the best to do it.
15.
Oh,
Gramps.
I was a soldier once, and I had a rough in the woods.
I used to walk around these swamps uphill both ways.
First, you need 2 sticks. Rub them together. Oh, I would have wanted this earlier, but dragging on the bushcraft.
oh, okay.
Hey.
So that keeps you from having a random encounter. So that's good.
Hello.
That I was queuing up, but so
Malcolm,
you're
Malcolm,
able to work
Malcolm.
your way
Yep,
very
You know what I
smartly
mean?
Put it down.
through.
Put it down.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, Ashton. You saying something? Sorry if we talked over you.
That's it. I wish I would have gotten this earlier, but I got a dragon on the bushcraft.
Yeah. Well, what I will say, the good thing about the dragon of the bushcraft is you just negated the random encounter that you were about to get. So, meaning you're able to circumvent and travel without avoiding any strange situation with other creatures, those creatures that live within the parts. And you've also all gotten really, comfortable in the swamps, right? So you make it to this area. The statue of Athelstan is there. There's a mound, maybe the water subsided enough so there's you find a mound of dirt that's or ground soft enough to where there's rocky enough to maybe settle a camp. And so now someone would make the bushcraft check for the tent as you begin to help begin resting, because whoever makes the tent, then that gives everybody a boon to their. Actually, if the person who sets the tent, no one actually succeeds, then everyone else who can fit in the tent automatically succeeds resting, right? So it's just one check for you all. And that person gets a boon, I believe, to the bushcraft check. So who's setting camp for us? No.
Kinda.
Anybody?
I can try and build the tent, I guess.
Okay.
Yay! Tent.
Nice. Now, as the tent is being built, this is your second time seeing this statue, that old elven god there, halfway submerged in water. And maybe with your success, Makeda, you're looking at it. Its hands outstretched. Can I have a Myths and Legends check from you?
Yes, sir.
So remember when we were here last? Just giving you this because it's the second time encountering.
Success.
Okay. And Atlas, you know, for example, someone like Ashton, he knows exactly who the god is. So this isn't about like who the god is or anything like that. But I think it's this time that maybe there's something about the statue that that draws Makeda's attention. The face expression, maybe the eyes. Sorry, I'm trying to find some information here that I want to share. But maybe roleplay as I find this, but you all notice that Makeda is kind of looking at the statue a little bit closer than before. But I'll share something here with you shortly.
She's like taking her glasses off and like squinting through them to see maybe it's I didn't get all the gunk off previously. And then looking up at the statue.
Guys, is just gonna look at you, look at the statue, look at you, and like, you fall in love with her?
Boo, no. Also, it's a dude. And...
I look at it and I'm like, I can never tell.
Elves, you know.
What I'll say
they're very
without
svelte.
without finding the exact
their youth.
information, what you can tell about Athelstan in this great old statue is that this particular statue was one where you get the feeling this time looking at it that it was a place that people brought those that they wanted to ask Athelstan to give a second chance at life. It is a resurrection statue.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't mean that you get the feeling that it works or the magic is still there. But maybe for those who believe, you never know. Maybe sometime in the future, if you are, hopefully you don't, lose someone, maybe bringing that body here, there is a slim chance that maybe Athelstan is still watching this space. Maybe not. But I'll leave that there.
Marking the spot on our maps. Wonder what Jumbi would say about this if he was here, Mr. Necromancer.
Mr. Comic-Con.
And so as you settle into your
You said that the face had changed, or is it just that
I think it's just like the
said something
eyes.
new
You just
about
like
it, yeah.
they just kind of like drew you in, even though they're not like jewels or anything like that. Actually, you know, let me make a quick roll. Here.
I don't know if I want to fuck with.
There's always a
I don't know if
chance
I
that
want to
there's.
fuck with God.
I'll say that there
Last time it was just
in the
man
water
jewels.
in the water near the base of the statue. There is something
Mortal
shining.
jewels.
There's something shining in the water. If you're willing to dig around in the muck.
I'm kind of hurt. I'm kind of sick of the muck. I'm gonna let the gold be gold. I'm gonna check it out in the morning if it's still there.
Check it out in the morning. Okay.
At this level of hit points,
She's like, nah, I'll see if it's still
life
there.
is worth more. Life is worth more. Priceless. Priceless.
Let me see. Fair enough. This is, you know, you all don't get many. Well, this group does get. You get many opportunities to talk amongst each other while you rest. I know it's a shorter session tonight, so is there anything that's shared here in this rest between these three that maybe that hasn't been shared before? If there could even be something I've been asking people is like, is there any, even if you prompted a moment from your backstory or something that you haven't shared with the group, if you're willing to share it now, maybe it becomes a session in the future. Just otherwise, time does seem to go by, and you all are the 6 hours pass safely. Now, when you left, the only thing about this is when you left Soloola, it was day, so it's now gone into, it was 12, around midday when you got there. So now it's like evening. You're welcome to trek. So you've like rested, but now you're like in the swamp at night. So you have this kind of big conundrum. Like, do you, like, now that you're well rested, do you just stay here and camp until the very little bit of light comes up and that oppressive environment is still here, or do you, notch torches and start to head back in the evening? You see what I'm saying? Because it's like 6 hours is just enough for it to be maybe well into like maybe 8 p.m. at night.
Whispers.
Do you guys think it'd be better? Well, I'd probably be asking Ashton, like, do you think it'd be better if we go in the daytime? Do you think witches would be...
And you notice off in the distance around you in the swamp, you do see like dancing little lights moving past the trees in the distance. But continue, Kazan.
We still hear like bugs and like birds and stuff around us, right?
The birds go quiet at night, but you hear the cicadas, you hear the buzzing, you hear the moving of the crickets, the rubbing of the
What do you guys want to do? If you guys want to stay till night, should we go in now? Because it depends how we start the next session, right?
I mean, part of me just says don't go at night, but that also just feels like such a uninformed opinion.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe try and go during the day, Witches, they seem to be more powerful. They were in our dreams. They were cackling, doing sexy lady dances for Ashton.
Wait, what? No. I didn't know this was happening.
Weren't they in Ashton's dreams too?
I don't remember.
I had just described it in general that everyone had like this weird sensation that they were being watched while they slept, and that at some point during the evening, someone, these humanoid figures were standing over them with red eyes, and that even some of you might have experienced like shortness of breath as you slept, or just bad visions, almost like night terrors. What do you call it? Sleep paralysis, where you felt these figures hovering over you, watching you, though you couldn't do anything about it, and then they were gone.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, that was before. That's not necessarily now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so maybe they are more active at night.
Yeah, then let's go in the day and stare over them for a little bit. Give them some sleep paralysis.
We'll be the sleep paralysis demons this time.
Right around 3 in the morning, that kind of witching hour, you all are starting to feel you're overly rested at this moment. Maybe I don't know if you spent some time crafting, and maybe now you're kind of resting again, sleeping in, but y'all, it's still 3 in the morning, so everyone's a bit groggy and not completely aware. Some of you not necessarily sleep. Go ahead, Ash.
I don't know if y'all are muted or being. I can't hear anything.
Oh, you can't hear us at all? Oh, we lost.
There's my bandwidth, though.
Oh, can you hear me? No? All right. Ashton can't hear us. I was actually about to give us a close to our session. But yeah, sorry if you can't hear me, Jameson. Hopefully I come back in. But this time while you're, maybe more alert and aware, because you're not like in the main core aspect of where the witches are, you're feeling fine. You do feel that presence creeping towards you. You feel like at some point you're being watched. Can I have an awareness check from everyone? I'll make Ashton immune. If he can't hear me, then I'll do his next
Dragon!
Oh, okay.
All right.
So you can apply a success with your dragon as someone else, so maybe you can give Ashton a success.
Ashton,
there.
success.
Yep. And then with that, It's Makeda who sees the set of red eyes, thinking for a second it's one of those spirits that's kind of darting, but they're not. These red eyes are not moving. They just materialize maybe 40 feet away from camp. And then another set, slightly taller. And then another set, slightly smaller. 3 humanoid standing in the darkness away from camp. You begin to hear those whispers, muttering about, but this time they translate to what something you understand. Do not come here. Stay away. Stay away. And
Yeah,
as they speak, you feel that bit of dread fall over you. Now, because you were aware and this is not creeping up on you, you got a success too, Kazan? I take it? And no, okay, so you will get you will give me a
can
fear.
I give Kazan the success?
Okay, you give Kazan the success. So then you both will give me a willpower check or fear check at a regular, not at a bane.
Have we had
You got a
time
dragon,
for
Makeda, so
our-
you can give me yours at boom.
But have we had time to rest up and get
Yes,
all
you're
of our
fully
willpower points back?
rest. So this is happening right after you fully recovered everything. All your conditions are cleared, all of your hit points are back.
That'll do it.
Okay. As long as there's no failures, and so this time, it seems that you all don't have the same level of, while you might feel a slight goosebump roll down the back of your neck or your arms, you feel immediately the adrenaline pushing through you, the will to want to push through, and the will to not be completely terrified of this power. You stood next to great power. You stood next to Khalid. You've seen the demon Ix manifest itself. You've killed the Grootslay, and so what are 3? You have 2 magicians on your side, very powerful. You've watched Ashton burn everything to the ground. You've watched Jumbi pull the souls out of creatures, and so you stand defiant, or at least you feel defiant here. Is there anything that you say, do to those, or say, to those beings standing beyond the shadows?
Makeda will hold up her paws and kind of say, maybe she'll just say, for your sakes, stay back.
For our sake? For your sake. And then
I
one
roll
of
a
the
bluffing
pair of
check.
eyes kind of one of them drops away. Then another set of eyes drops away into the dark.
Okay.
And then the third set of eyes drop away. And as they do, right as all goes quiet in the forest, when you just hear the crying of a
the
baby
baby.
moving farther and farther
No.
away, and we'll end today's short session there.
Well,
baby
that's
was right there.
Let's move on.
Should have just grabbed the baby.
So yeah, maybe if you could beat them back, if you guys can rush in and try to attack them. But yeah, we'll
They're
we'll
out here
pick
taking
up.
the baby for a
we'll
walk.
pick up
They're out here
right
pushing
there.
a little stroller around in the swamp.
Fine.
Um,
Right. Good
Good
game,
stuff.
guys.
Good job, team.
yeah, good job, team.
We all
So, I mean, you
say
gotta
nearly dead.
combat
Didn't
down.
die. Didn't die. Didn't die.
No thanks to Jimby, we didn't die.
That was scary for a second. Yeah, that was, the tree kinfolk are no joke.
No, yeah. Did you hear us laughing? Did you hear us? They're no joke. Yeah, we weren't laughing, were we?
Oh
All right,
man.
guys, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, head out, get some early rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
We're
worries.
gonna do our rolling at the start.
Oh yeah,
of
let's
the
do.
next
You
game.
want to just let's do some rolling for these if we can, since we
Okay.
got you say 47 if we can.
Oh,
Let's
Yeah,
knock it
let's
out.
do it.
Did you hear the ending of that session, Jameson, or would you just come back? Or so yeah, sorry for the shorter session tonight, but you know, I feel like it is going to be more fun to have Jimby and more better for you all to have Jimby in the next session. Hopefully we get Eric back. Yeah, but I think at least having Jimby.
It's fine for me. It's almost 11.
Yeah, I know it's late for
Oh
you.
dang, yeah.
Yeah. I could
And
use
you had
it.
a long day.
I'm down for it. I've had a long day as well, and then I gotta do a little prep tonight for Alien, so I'm cool with it.
Gives me time to go stretch. Do some yoga. Damn it.
Look, my language is going up.
Yay!
Awesome.
Yay, my prayer went up.
All right, my language is at 5 now, guys. We're good.
Only way to go is up. Is that the phrase? Only place to go is up. Is that a phrase? Only way to go is up. That's the phrase.
Words. Words.
Starting
Some good
slowly.
successes today.
Handful
Not
of them.
today.
It sucks that I got the dragon on my awareness because my awareness is already up to 17, so it's not like